Happy Friday. Oh my gosh. Yay, it's Friday. I'm excited. I'm very happy that Wally at least stopped by to get something to eat. I know. It sucks. I wish... I don't know. I mean, if I had a way to, like, get him, like, put some sort of tranquilizer in his food or something, I would. I asked the vet about it. Like, do you have anything I could give him to at least sedate him a little bit? They said no, they won't do that. No. Like, shit, man, if I could do that, I think I could get him, you know. But anyway, my plan right now, because he comes around so sporadically, my plan right now is, if he gets back to the point where he's coming around on a regular basis again, call in one of these companies that traps, you know, catches wildlife. Like, you get a snake in your house, they come get it out. I don't know if they would be willing to help or not. You know, I have confirmed, to the best of my knowledge, he does not belong to anybody in the neighborhood, as far as I know. I mean, I live in a big area, so it's possible, but as far as I know, you know, they could check him for a microchip if nothing else. Anyway, it bugs me. It's been bugging me ever since I saw him this morning. I hate it. I really hate it, because I love this cat to death and I want to help him. But he is damn near, he's impossible to catch. I swanny, he's like a greased pig. I can't catch this cat. He's strong too. It's nuts how strong he is. That's how he survived out there on his own for so long. I mean, he's really smart. He's really quick. He's fast, and he's strong. Otherwise, he wouldn't have survived out there on his own this long. Most cats don't. Only the smartest and the strongest are going to survive. So, it bothers me. It bothers me a lot. But I do have some good news. I have some really good news for you on this Friday. Well, first of all, Wally showed up, so he's still out there. That's good. And also, and I don't want to jinx it, but okay, so I've been wearing these shoes. I'm going to just talk about my foot for 1 second. I've been wearing these Saucony. I always thought it was pronounced like Saucony, but I looked it up online and apparently it's Saucony. I had this pair of shoes and I was about to donate them because I never wear them. They're kind of a Smurf blue color and I don't wear them much. And I was gonna donate them because I hardly wear them. And like, there's no point in just having them sitting here collecting dust. Somebody could use these. But I kept having this thought, try them on before you donate them. Try them on, walk around in them, see how they feel. Because I haven't worn them. I couldn't tell you the last time I wore these shoes. Months and months ago. Try them on, see how they feel before you get rid of them. Just try them out. And it was this insistent thought. Try them on, try them on. And it was almost like somebody literally saying to me, try them on, try them on. Nope, I wasn't hearing voices. But it was like, try these on before you get rid of them. Okay. So I put them on, and I walked around in the living room a little bit, and it was like, now wait a minute. These feel pretty good. They're stiff. They don't really have much, you know, they're not flexible. So it's very stable, good support, wonderful arch support. They're Saucony Glide 10 shoes. And I looked them up. I wanted to find a pair like in black or, you know, like just a dark color, not Smurf blue. Apparently, mostly they just come in like obnoxious colors, you know, not obnoxious, but like, I don't know. I just wanted a pair in black, you know, no, you can't get them like that. They come in just goofy colors. I guess if they're made for running, and I think it's, you know, so you're more visible or whatever. I don't know. People will see you and go, what the hell is up with their shoes? But at least that way you won't run them over. And my foot feels so much better. That's what I wanted to tell you. The pain in my heel, I don't want to jinx this, but I feel comfortable enough to tell you now, the pain in my heel is gone. It is gone. The only pain I have, and even that's going away, is the pain kind of on the side of my foot, the underside of my foot, under part of my foot kind of on the side. But even that pain is going away. It's down to maybe a 2. and it stays that way all day. And I was on my feet, not a whole lot yesterday, but I'm going to be on my feet a good bit today. And I'm going to check in, I'm going to let you know how it goes. But, yeah, it's made a difference for me, more so by far than anything else I've tried. To the point, I'm still going to go to the foot doctor on the 2nd. I'm still going. And I want to talk to him about it and just see also if he has any suggestions of any other shoes that might, kind of provide the same support or even better. I'm at Costco. I'm gonna get some gas. Then I got to run to Aldi. So I'm gonna just see if he has any suggestions for any other shoes that will kind of do the same thing. And and just see what he thinks, and have him check out my foot and just see if there's anything else that he can tell me that might be helpful. But for right now, my foot feels so much better. It has just made the whole world brighter. I feel so much better. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna get my money and my keys. I'm gonna run out there right quick and get some gas. I'll be right back. Ooh, I always feel the need to just fly out of here when I get done. Like, I'm going. Ah! There's a car behind me. I'm trying to hurry. I get anxious. Okay, so yes, I'm very happy about my foot right now. So happy. It's so nice to be able to just stand somewhere and not feel like I'm going to die. Okay. I wanted to talk about something. Somebody asked me, well, good Lord, everybody, just, whatever. Somebody wanted me to make a video about how to avoid being scammed. So, well, hell, I'm doing the same thing they were doing. I'm just zigging through the parking lot, not paying any attention to the lines. So I wanted to talk for a little bit about how to avoid being scammed. And if you're new here, I'm not looking at you. I'm just talking. I talk to myself in the car all the time. I just started recording it a little over a year ago. I talk to myself. So, okay, if you want to avoid being scammed, first of all, I want to say, if you have been scammed, you're in good company, because I've been scammed. Everybody I know at some point in some way has been scammed by somebody. I mean, it happens. It doesn't mean you're stupid or there's something wrong with you. It's happened to everybody. Even if it's just a little thing, everybody's been scammed at some point. And you'll spend money on something, or you'll make an investment in something and go, yeah, that was a mistake. So don't feel bad. Don't feel like there's something wrong with you. There's not. In life, just like with scams, the most important thing, two things are important when it comes to any kind of failure or bad choice. You get back up and try again. Don't let it defeat you. You get back up. And it's like the saying, doesn't matter how many times you fall down, it just matters how many times you get back up. You got to keep getting back up. Don't let it defeat you. Don't let it ruin your life. And try to learn from that mistake, whatever it was, and try not to make that same mistake again. Try to learn everything you can from it. Take it as an opportunity to learn something. So, because I don't want to go through that again. What can I learn from this situation so I don't make that mistake again? I like to make new mistakes every time. I like to make all new mistakes every day. I try. But we've all known somebody. It's like they just keep making the same mistake over and over again in their life. Whether it's with relationships or scams, maybe they're just very trusting. And that's, it's bad, but we live in a time, and I guess it's really always been this way. You can't be super duper trusting of everybody, because not everybody is honest. Not everybody has your best interest at heart. Not everybody is going to be truthful with you, especially if they're trying to separate you from your money. They're not going to be very honest all the time. They're going to lie to you deliberately to get your money. And scams can start as soon as you go off to school or turn 18. My hair is sticking up, and I'm sorry. Oh, I hate it. I don't have anything in here to fix it with. I could lick my hand and pat it down, but I don't know that that'd be a good idea. Germs. I know when I went off to college, as soon as I turned 18, I started getting all these credit card applications in the mail. I mean, it was just crazy. Tons of credit card applications. You know, get $1,000 instant credit, $1,500, you know, wow. And I knew kids in college who got these and would apply for these credit cards, and they would get them, and they thought it was like free money. Ooh, look, I got $1,000. And you'd be shocked at how fast you can run up $1,000 worth of credit card debt. It is not hard. It does not take long. And then you got all this interest you have to pay. Yeah, it's awful. So I consider that kind of a scam. I mean, it's legal, but you know, you're getting people who don't know what they're doing. You're getting them into trouble, and you know you are. You know they're not going to be able to pay this. You know they're going to end up paying tons of interest and stuff and penalties or whatever. You don't care. You just want money, and eventually maybe mama or daddy will pay it off for them just to, you know, make it go away. They'll get their money from somebody. So I think when it comes to being scammed, the number one thing you need to remember is, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. If somebody has made you a deal that is just head and shoulders above everybody else, I wouldn't be so quick to jump on that. You might want to look into it a little more. Don't let your excitement, because what they're counting on is you're going to go, oh my God, that is such a great deal. And sometimes they're going to make it sound like there's a time constraint. Time is of the essence. Better act now. This isn't going to last. Somebody else is going to snap it up if you don't. And then you'll miss out. There will be a lot of pressure to make a quick decision. Don't ever let them pressure you into making a quick decision. And they will try to play on your fears. If you don't act now, you're going to miss out, and you're going to end up paying a lot more to somebody else. You don't want that, do you? Don't. If they start trying to really pressure you like that, I would walk away. I would say no. You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I will have to pay somebody a lot more, but I don't trust you. Why are you rushing me? Why are you pushing me to hurry up? I haven't had time to think this through and research it. No. You can keep your deal. I don't want it. And you will find that deal is still available later. They'll keep contacting you. Yeah, it's not as limited as they make it sound. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Just don't forget that. Young, old, whatever. And we have all, I have fallen prey to that myself. I have been scammed. I mean, hell, look at what Paradise Home Improvement did. I thought I was making a good decision, and I had to fight like hell to get them to pay to fix what they did. You know, sometimes you're going to get scammed no matter how hard you try. That somebody's going to get you. They're going to get you, and you're going to beat yourself up about it. But again, like I said, don't beat yourself up too much, because it's happened to everybody. I mean, I don't know anybody who could say, I've never been scammed in any way, shape, or form. Everybody has. Even if it's just some little thing. Yeah. So listen to your instincts as well. If you just have a gut feeling that something's not quite right, pay attention to that. Absolutely, because every time, well, not every time, but pretty much every time I've ever had a little shadow of a doubt, just like a little, something just doesn't feel right about this, there's probably a reason for that. Because your instincts are a pretty accurate judge of situations. They really are. Mine are. I mean, I have learned to listen to my instincts on a lot of things. If I get a bad feeling about something or somebody, I pay attention to that. Or a good feeling, I pay attention to that. It may not completely determine what I ultimately do, but I am definitely going to give it some thought. I'm going to I'm going to pay heed to that, absolutely. So, God, I had all these ideas. I woke up early this morning and was thinking about this, and I had all these things. I should have written them down, but I was in the bed and I didn't want to. Research the company, look them up on the Better Business Bureau website, read other people's reviews, learn about other people's experiences with this company if you can. Document everything. If you do decide, like say you wanted to get some painting done at your house, document everything. Make sure you have copies of everything. The contract that details what they're going to do, make sure you keep that. Keep all of your receipts. You know, I would take pictures before and after of what they did. Keep all of your communications with this company, whether it's text or email. Keep all of that. And I would keep it for at least a year. Because a friend of mine, my hairdresser, is actually dealing with something right now where she had her ceilings redone in her house like 2 years ago. And she's noticed that she had the texture stuff done, like popcorn ceiling, in one part, and it's already like sagging. It's like detaching from the ceiling. And, you know, I don't know what happened. They didn't do something right, because it is slowly falling from the ceiling. And there's some problems with some other parts too. And now she can't get in touch with this company at all. I think it was kind of like a fly-by-night company. You know, they're not, she looked them up on the Better Business Bureau. They're not there. You know, she can't really find any information about these people. She did keep all the texts, though, between her and the guy that did the work for this company, showing where she's tried to contact him over the last couple of months to, you know, send him pictures and show him what was happening with the ceiling. And he has now blocked her number. He hasn't responded to her since like October. So she was asking me yesterday, you know, what should I do? Train tracks. Oh, all it does anymore is mess up my phone. Maybe it's because I got new tires. You think it's my new tires that make the difference? I don't know, but it doesn't seem as rough as it used to. So this guy stopped contacting her, and I told her, you know, really, about all you could do is try to take him to small claims court. I mean, and even there, but she has plenty of evidence that she has attempted to contact these people for months, and they're not responding. They blocked her number. You know, I don't know. I said you could try small claims court. I mean, it's worth a shot. You would only be out your time and the court costs, which I don't think are that much. You could, I mean, it's worth a try. That's what I would do, because they're not affiliated with the Better Business Bureau. She can't do that. There's not really I don't really know what else she could do. You know, I mean, you could hire a lawyer and sue them or whatever, but you'd be out more money in lawyer fees than you'd get. Probably wouldn't get anything from them. So keep your receipts, keep every communication you have. I would keep it for at least a year. But like in her situation, this work was done like 2 years ago. And it seemed like everything was fine for a while. And then just since fall, I think in the fall, she noticed that the ceiling is starting to slowly, the texture stuff they put up there is slowly just like coming down. It's detaching from the ceiling. And she's going to have to get it removed and redone, which is going to cost even more than what she paid these people to do it. So, I don't know. I don't know what she's going to do. But keep your receipts. Get everything in writing. If they won't give it to you in writing and sign it, I wouldn't work with them. No. If their word is not good enough, like if you won't give me your word that you're going to come do this work and it's going to be, here's exactly what you're going to do, I'm not working with you. I want you to write down in detail what you're going to do. And if you won't do that, I don't want you to work for me. A guy on a bicycle. No, it's a scooter with a bunch of bags. Are you going to Aldi? He's going to Aldi. He's got all his bags. Look at that. Sorry, you can't even see what I'm talking about. One of those little motorized scooters. They look so fun. I want one. Little motorized scooter. He went to Aldi on a scooter with his bags. It's funny too because he has these reusable bags. I don't want the sun in my face. He has these reusable bags, and as he moves on the scooter, the wind is like blowing them open like a parachute. Getting a little drag from your bags there. All right. So, document everything. Just turn this off. How can you avoid being scammed? I really think the most important thing when it comes to avoid scams is to remember if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And if they pressure you to hurry, they want you to make like a quick decision. There's probably something wrong with that. Because I see a lot of potential scams. I follow this Facebook page for the city of Greensboro, and people are constantly posting stuff on there that even from first glance is like, yeah, that's a scam. Like, because rent, it's hard to find good places to rent here, and it's always really expensive. So every now and then you'll see this little ad pop up, and it will be with somebody with no profile picture. You know, their information is very vague. They don't have any Facebook friends. It's like, and they'll have like a 3-bedroom house for rent for $400 a month. Rent to own, like, no. No, but they'll have so many people responding like, oh my God, I'm so interested. And the person will always just say, well, send me a message and we'll talk. They won't answer any questions in the comments section. All they'll say is, send me a message and I'll give you the details on the house, but act quick, I have a lot of interest. That's a scam. That's a scam. You're not going to find a 3-bedroom house for $400 a month anywhere in this city. I wouldn't care if it was an abandoned crack house. You're not going to get it for $400 a month. Maybe 3 times that amount if you're lucky. But even that, you're not going to find a house for rent here for less than $1,200 to $1,800 a month on the low end. And you want a nice house, it's going to be more than that. So yeah, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. And I cannot say that enough. I know it's tempting, especially if money is tight and you really need to find a good deal. It is very tempting to overlook that fact. And I get it. I've been there. But do keep that in mind. If anyone asks you to pay in gift cards, that's a scam. They won't take any other form of payment. That's a scam. And it is amazing how many people fall for that. Anybody who asks you to pay in some strange way, like with gift cards, like we need you to go buy some gift cards and give us the information, that's a scam. Don't do it. You're not going to get anything for that. They're just going to use the gift card. They'll use the gift card information up and you won't get anything. And you'll be out your money. Say you get, and this is one, I love my dad, but a lot of older people are very vulnerable to this, and younger people too. My dad, and I have had this discussion with him several times. My dad will call me up, hey, I got an email or a text from, I think it's my bank, I'm not sure. It didn't say, but it said that there was some suspicious activity on my account, and I need to log in on this website and check it. I said, don't click on anything. If you get an email or a text from any financial institution or whatever, or your cell phone provider, or it looks like it's from them, but it's not, do not click on anything in it. Don't. It is amazing how many people do this. My dad has done it. He damn near got scammed. I don't think he actually did, but I did tell him, keep an eye on your statements and make sure nobody's charging you for anything, and nobody did. But don't click on any links or any attachments. Delete the email. Don't do anything with it. Don't respond to it. Don't do shit. Don't. For so many reasons, don't. They're going to ask you for your banking information. We just need to verify your account number and password. Don't. If you think something has happened to your bank account, like, oh, I got an email from Chase, I better click on it. No, just log into your account normally. Just go to Chase, whatever, log in like normal, or go to the app or whatever, and look there. You can even message them, hey, I got this email. Something's wrong. Is there something going on? And they will let you know. More than likely, they're going to say, no, you're fine. Nothing wrong with checking, though. Just go directly to whatever it is, whether it's your cell phone, credit card, bank account, whatever. Go straight to the source and check. Do not do anything with that text or email other than delete it. And so many people, especially older people, so many people fall for that. That's why they keep doing it. And it can look very real. It can have like, what, it had the image of the, it looked like an email from Chase. I thought it was. No, they make it look that way so you'll think it is from them, but it's not. Just go straight to the source and check it. It might be an email fraud alert. Someone has attempted to use your card. Go straight to the credit card. Go straight to their website or the app. Just do that. Take the extra step to do that. It's worth it. And that way you'll know for sure if it was from them or not. And typically, if it's a text, your bank is not going to text you and ask you to log in right there from a link in the text. I don't think they're not going to do that. You might get a fraud alert. Now, I did. I had 3 instances last year. I had both of my debit cards were hacked and my credit card. All 3 last year. And they were. I had to close them all out, get all new numbers and everything. To the point where I was becoming paranoid about it. So I keep a very close eye on those accounts. I check them all the time. I check both of my bank accounts every day, looking for anything suspicious. But I would never click on a link in an email or a text to go there. I go straight to the app and check it. Phone calls. If you get a phone call from, and this is one that they do with older people, it will be from a young person and they'll pretend to be like your grandchild or something. I don't know if that's still a thing that's common, but for a while there it was. And my dad got one of those calls. The only problem was it was a woman and she said, this is your granddaughter. Hey. And my dad's like, I don't have any granddaughters. Nice try. And he just hung up on her, claiming she was broken down somewhere and needed money to get her car fixed. Like, honey, I don't have any granddaughters. They really prey a lot on older people because most older people, not all, but most are not as technologically savvy. They're more trusting, I think. They grew up in a different world. They grew up in a different time. And unfortunately, the time we live in, you have to be very cynical. You can't trust people. Unfortunately, you can't. People will take advantage of you. They will take advantage of your trust and your generosity. And a lot of older people have been scammed out of just thousands of dollars by these assholes that do this. And it sucks, So anything, if there's anything about the communication that just seems off, go straight to the source of the problem. And I think that's where a lot of the scams come from. It's like they'll get your bank account information, your credit card information, and take your money that way. So yeah, don't ever click on a link. Don't reply to the email. Don't respond to the text. Just don't talk to them at all. Just delete it and don't do anything else other than go straight to the source and check your information. How else can you avoid being scammed? And if you have any other tips, just put them in the comment section, because I know I'm not thinking of everything. Also, make it a habit. Like I was saying, I check my bank account information first thing in the morning. First thing I do is check my accounts and make sure everything looks fine. Keep an eye on your account activity. Don't just wait till you get the statement. I would get in the habit at least once a week of logging in online just look through, make sure everything looks okay. Every time I log into my credit card, I check all of the activity, the pending stuff, the recent stuff, whatever. I look at all of it and make sure there's nothing weird in there, nothing I didn't do. And I've caught stuff that way that, otherwise you may overlook it, especially if it's not a big charge. You may not notice it. And I handle it as soon as I see it. If it's something suspicious, I go ahead and handle it right away. Because I want my money. I don't want to pay for stuff that I don't want. I work hard for my money, and I don't want to just give it away to people. I'm not going to. So, getting scammed, it's very easy in this day and time to get scammed, especially with the internet. I mean, they have so many opportunities to scam you now, so many different ways to do it. Before the internet, you could still scam people, but they had to be a little more creative about it. But now it's so easy. They can send out thousands of these texts and emails, and if they can just get a few people to bite, they can make a pretty good lump of money, get a good sum of money from that. So just be aware, be vigilant, look into things before you jump into it. I have been guilty of not doing that. Sounds like a good deal. I just go for it and then later regret, like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. But even if you get into it, there may be a way to get out of it. I'll tell you what I did, and this was really dumb, and I don't consider myself to be a stupid person, but I fell for it. I got out of it though. So when we went to Universal Studios, my kids and I went to Universal the summer of spring break 2018. We went down there. It was a great trip. We had a great time. We did Universal Studios, SeaWorld, Legoland. We did all three of the Universal parks and SeaWorld and Legoland. We were kicking ass. Literally every day we went somewhere different. It was oh my God, it was so much fun. That was the best trip. I want to go back. I really do. We had a great time. But the place where we were staying had this really nice lady down in the lobby. And I she would talk to me, and every time I came through, and we found out that we kind of grew up kind of sort of near each other. We had some stuff in common, so we were chatting, and really friendly lady. Or she knew the names of some small towns, like I guess you could know that, like communities, like not even towns on a map, but the names of some communities. Like, yeah, okay, that's cool, all right, yeah, I grew up not too far from there. So anyway, I guess she could have memorized the names of communities all over the country for people who come in for vacation, but I don't know. Maybe she was scamming me from the start. You know what? Shit, that's possible. Maybe she looked up, well, how would she have known where I grew up? Because I didn't grow up here. Anyway, let's not overthink it. It's not important. We had established a rapport. I had been there for 2 or 3 days, and I would pass through the lobby and we would chat for a minute. And she said, we're going to have, I work for such and such a company. I'll just go ahead and say it. Wyndham. I work for Wyndham Resorts, and we have some great condos and stuff. Are you interested? Like, do y'all go on vacation a lot? I said, no, not really. She said, what if you could? What if you could go more? Would you like that? And I said, well, yeah, I guess. We're having a little meeting, free breakfast, and we'll, just take up a little bit of your time about some of our properties. Are you interested? And I said, yeah, sure. So I agreed to go. Long story short, it was a timeshare. Okay. And I know about timeshares. I do. But I felt like I had become friends with this woman, and she was really good at making me feel like, hey, you should go to this. I think you and your kids would love it. And I went to the thing, and I ended up signing up for a timeshare. And I gave them my credit card information. They ended up running 2 hard credit checks on me. 2. Don't know why they did 2, but they did 2 that went on my credit report. And I signed everything, and it was exciting. And then we were going to the water park that day, so we went on to the water park after that. But And it ended up taking a lot longer. They said it would be an hour and a half. Honey, no. We were there so much longer than that. Ugh. And they gave us a gift card for like $100 to use at Universal. And that's how I actually paid for this. This was part of my $100 gift card from Wyndham. I used it to pay for this overpriced but completely adorable change purse. I need my Aldi quarter anyway. So I signed everything, and it was so exciting. But I thought about it for the rest of the day, and my instinct was telling me, you screwed up. You should not have done that. That was a bad decision. And I kept thinking that, and I thought, yes, it was. I regret doing that. I shouldn't have done that. So when I got home, so we're down in Orlando. So we get back to the hotel, the motel. It was nice. It was a motel, but it was nice. We get back to the room that night, and I got on my phone and I started looking up contract law for Florida. And you have 7 days when you sign a contract. You have, I can't remember all the details, but like you have 7 days to change your mind. So I called up the Wyndham people the next morning, and I said, yeah, I've changed my mind. I want to cancel. I want to void that contract. I don't want it anymore. So then they kick into recovery mode or something, panic mode. So then if you do make a deal with somebody, here's another tip that it's a scam. They will use every tactic they can to change your mind. They don't want to hear your reasons for wanting to change your mind. They will do everything they can to change your mind. And so I talked to the guy that I signed the contracts with. I had his business card, so I called him the next morning. I said, yeah, we want to cancel. And he said, oh no, why? Why? You were so happy yesterday. Why would you want to do that? I said, I've just changed my mind. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't have to give you a reason. I'm just telling you now that I've changed my mind and I want to cancel that contract. Well, let's talk about it over breakfast. I said, I don't have time for you to take up another 3 or 4 hours of my day. Oh, it won't be long. Just come in. We're doing a little get together this morning. You just come on down. And so I had to take an Uber to this place to meet with this guy. And I went in there. My kids were with me. And my older son thought this whole exchange was hilarious. And I recorded it. I had my phone, and I walked in recording, and he didn't like that. And I said, yeah, I'm going to record this. And he was really not happy about it. And he called in, I guess, his boss or something. This lady comes in. Maybe she was the crisis manager. I don't know. But she comes in like, is there a problem? I said, I don't know. Is there? So is there going to be a problem? I'll let him know that I want to cancel my contract. It's that simple. I don't need to discuss it. I don't need to give you a reason. I'm just telling you that I have, under Florida law, I have the right to cancel this contract. And I want you to know I want to cancel this contract today. Well, of course, you do have the right to do that. I just don't think you realize what a mistake you're making. You really do not understand what a wonderful opportunity this is for you and your children. I said, I understand that you're saying that. I hear what you're saying. I want to cancel the contract today. And I just kept saying that. Well, you're going to regret this. And then she starts trying to play on the whole, think of the children. Your children deserve good vacations. You're taking this away from them. And she even looked at my kids and said, do you see what your mother's doing? And she kept asking me to stop recording. I said, I will not stop recording. I had the phone right where she could see it. I'm not going to stop. Do you see what she's doing to you? I said, don't talk to my children. Don't talk to my children. Talk to me. I'm the adult here. You don't need to speak to them. Well, you are making a huge mistake. You're going to regret it. And then, now I don't mean anything by this. This is just what happened next. Both the guy that I made the deal with and the manager stopped speaking English. They started speaking just Spanish. I said, seriously? Seriously? They didn't speak another word of English. They started just speaking to each other in Spanish, and they didn't say anything to me for several minutes. They had a whole conversation in front of me in Spanish. Like, really? 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 Did you suddenly forget how to speak English because I want to cancel my contract? So then they left. They didn't say anything else to me. They left. And this other guy comes out and he sits down all friendly, like, "Hey there." Like, "Oh, are you going to handle me now? I want to cancel my contract today. I want to cancel it right now. I'm not going to change my mind. I don't care what you say. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. I understand you're upset." I said, "I'm not upset. I'm just telling you I want to cancel my contract." "Well, there's no need to get upset." "I'm not upset. I want to cancel my contract." "Well, okay. What about this? I'm going to make you a new deal." I said, "I don't want a new deal. I want to cancel my contract. How about we offer you double," they have this point system. "What if we give you double points for the next year for all of your stays?" "No, thank you. I want to cancel my contract." "Fair enough. Okay, you have the right to do that. What if we also offer you," and what if we also offer you this? "I don't want it. I don't care. You could offer me 12 Maseratis. I don't want it. I want nothing from Wyndham. I want to cancel my contract right now." So finally, they took me back in this maze of cubicles. And I had a whole thing. I was still recording. Everybody kept saying, "You need to turn that off." I said, "Nope. And you better not touch me. I will record whatever I like." So they took me back into this office, and there was another guy, and he tried to offer me stuff. I'm like, "Nah, dude. I want to cancel it today." So I was able to cancel everything. And they said the dude originally said, "I'll pay your fare, your Uber to get back to your room or wherever you want to go." They wouldn't pay it. They basically just kicked me out. They asked me to leave the building, and I had to pay to get my own Uber. But like, fuck y'all, I'll pay for my Uber. I don't care. But I still, to this day, have every piece of paperwork, and I have that video. I have everything from them. And it's been 5 years. I still have it. And I will hang on to it for at least another 5 years, just in case they try to come back and say, "Well, you signed this paperwork." Yep. And I also have this paper saying it was void. It's now null and void. I voided it. I canceled the contract within 7 days. You can't do shit to me. I owe you nothing. Because I read horror stories online of people that were scammed out of thousands of dollars by this company. Just a horrible thing. Don't get timeshares with Wyndham. It's a scam. So it can happen to anybody. But even if you find out you've been scammed, or you listen to your instincts and you want to change your mind, you can. But don't let them bully you into changing your mind. Don't let them try to convince you you're wrong. Don't let them cast doubt upon what you know to be true. Stay strong. Record everything. Don't back down. Do not back down. I'm not saying you have to scream and holler and throw things. I didn't. I just kept saying the same thing to every person that they threw at me. I want to cancel my contract right now. I am not interested in your deal. I want to cancel my contract right now. Who do I need to talk to? What do I need to do? Because that is going to happen today. I wasn't a bitch. I was just insistent. I was firm with them. And I'm so glad I did. Screw them. But I still have every bit of that stuff. I have all of it. So, even if you think you've been scammed, you might still be able to get out of it. If you need to cancel a check, contact your bank, try to reverse a payment, whatever you need to do, act quickly. The time is of the essence. The quicker you act, the more likely you are to get your money back, or at least some of your money back. If you wait too long, you probably won't get any of your money back, because they're going to be long gone. It will be hard to get. So being scammed sucks. It does. It sucks to get scammed. Back when I first finished River Road, I looked around online at publishers. I was thinking about getting it published. This was back in 2005. And I found this company on there that looked really good, and they were Better Business Bureau affiliated, and that makes us wonderful. Not necessarily. Just because they're affiliated with the Better Business Bureau does not mean they're a legitimate up and up, on the level company. They may not be. This company wouldn't. And they told me that if I gave them $500, they would look toward, getting my book published, and I sent them a check for $500, and then I did some more research into this company and found out they were a scam. So I had to stop payment on that check. And I did. And you have to pay the fee to stop payment, but at least I didn't lose that $500. And I made it clear, I called them and made it clear that I did not want to work with them. I'm not going to do anything with you. And they did the same thing. Oh, you're missing out on a great opportunity. You want to get your book published, don't you? Like, yeah, but I'm not working with y'all. You're a scam. Oh, we are not. We're affiliated with the Better Business Bureau. Like, that don't mean shit. You're a scam that's affiliated with the Better Business Bureau. And I read some of your reviews and some of the shit on there about y'all. Y'all suck. I'm not giving you a penny. You're not doing anything for me. And they kept trying to contact me even after that. Oh, come on. Have you reconsidered? Like, no, fuck off. I don't want to deal with you. It's never been a better time. Shut up. I don't care. Anyway, I will just let you know, if you wrote a book and you've never written anything and had it published before, your chances of getting it published are pretty much, they're slim to none. It does happen, but it's hard. It's hard and it's rare. I decided not to worry about it. And I finished writing it right after I found out I was pregnant with my older son. And so I kind of, like, life just kind of took over and I just didn't worry about it anymore. And then later I just put it on Kindle. So yeah, I need to set it up where you can order a paperback copy of it. But old school publishers, I think, are on the way out. You know, most people, well, not most people, but a lot of people don't buy like hard copies of books anymore. You read it on, you know, like an ebook or whatever. So I'm not worried about finding an actual publisher to publish it anyway. You know, but so yeah, you might have been scammed, but you might be able to get some of your money back. But you got to act quick. You gotta act fast. Keep all your documentation. Be firm, because they're going to try to change your mind. They're used to dealing with people changing their mind. They have all kinds of tactics to try to change your mind. They may try to guilt you into not changing your mind, or they'll try to make you think that you're missing out on a big opportunity or whatever. Don't listen to them. You stick to your guns. Stick with your instinct. If you feel like you need to get out of it, get out of it. Life will go on. It will be all right, and you'll hopefully get your money back. Woo! So, getting scammed sucks. It sucks. I know it does. But again, it's happened to everybody. Try not to beat yourself up too much, but do try to learn something from it so it won't happen again. And be very skeptical of everyone. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Be very skeptical. Very, very skeptical. They're going to tell you whatever you want to hear to get you to sign on the dotted line. That doesn't mean they're being honest with you. They will play on your emotions. They'll do like that lady in the lobby at the motel. They'll make you think that they're your new best friend. And, you know, she was very good at it. Very good at it. Yeah, that still kind of hurts. Like, man, I thought we were friends, and look what you sent me to. You sent me to the fucking muskrat den with these people, just trying to con me out of a lot of money, and this is bullshit. Anyway, it can happen, you know. I'll probably get scammed again one of these days, because these people, they're very good at what they do. They have had a lot of trial and error. They have honed their skills. They're damn good at what they do. So don't feel bad if you get scammed, because these people, some of them are like artists. I mean, they are so good at it. They're brilliant, you know. And if only they would use their intelligence and their talents for good, they could do amazing things for the world instead of just trying to take people's money. Unfortunately, not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody wants to do good things for the world. They just want to make money for themselves. And I imagine they're paid pretty well for what they do. So, you know, not everybody's a good person. Not everybody is going to be honest with you. You have to keep that in mind. So keep your eyes and your ears open. Make sure you're well informed of what you're getting into before you get into it. And trust your instinct. Trust your gut. It won't steer you wrong. I mean, mine doesn't. Since I have learned to start listening to my gut, I make much better decisions now. I pay attention to that. If I have a strong feeling about anything, good or bad, I pay attention to that. I do. Because your instincts, your gut picks up on stuff that your conscious brain may not. So pay attention to that. And that is all I have to say about getting scammed. If you've been scammed, I really hate it. I'm sorry that happened. Hopefully, though, in the future going forward, it won't happen anymore, or it will be less likely to happen. Take your time, be patient. Anybody who's trying to rush you, get away from them. If they're trying to make you make a quick decision, don't. Get away from them. They're scamming you. So that is all I have to say. If you have other tips, please put them in the description. That would be awesome. Maybe I'm sure there's more, because I thought of more. I just can't remember everything right now. But yeah, that's, put it in the description to help other people. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going into Aldi with my quarter. I'm going to get my bags out of the car. I got my keys. And I'm going to get some groceries. I hope you have a great day. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you again soon.